Thank you. Hi, Shannon. All done like that. All right. There we go. Woo. Business people. Oh. How was your week?
It's good.
2 weeks, I guess. It's been.
Yeah. It's been on tennis, so.
Oh, you've been playing tennis? Oh,
So I
okay.
did when I was younger.
Okay.
It's like, just started again. It's
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay.
like this one.
Right. That's something I've never, like, we played in maybe gym class once or twice,
Right.
but not really gotten into it.
Yeah, I played in high school because I could either ride the bus and do field hockey like I used to do, or I could play tennis.
Okay.
And go with a girl that was a senior that played on the tennis team, so I chose to play
Right.
tennis instead of ride the bus. But anyway, I'm glad I did.
Yeah, nice.
It's like a little baby sport. Like
Okay.
yoga, like you can do it throughout your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try it. I'll be the new Venus and
So I
Serena.
was gonna teach Shannon too, so you're welcome to come.
Okay,
wherever we
yeah.
are.
Definitely. I'm into it. I need to like find more hobbies and yes, move my body and not like, just different ways. That makes your soul happy. Right, exactly. I think that would be fun. Sound like you're competitive and stuff. You are? Okay. All right. Welcome to Magical Monday. This is our new series. So the series for this 5 weeks is called the Yamas. So in the Yoga Sutras, an ancient yogi sage, Patanjali, and I've mentioned the Yamas before, I'm sure, created an 8-limbed yogic path. So it is said that by following these 8 limbs of yoga, one creates a path towards unifying the body and mind, which helps the practitioner to foster, maintain a calm, level state of well-being, with the eventual gift of our practice being eternal bliss. And yes, sounds good, right? So the yamas are ethical guidelines for us, tenets, restraints, observances, really a way of living. They are basically a moral code of conduct to guide you on your journey to that eternal bliss. Right. So to keep it simple, the yamas are things not to do. Yamas literally means restraints. They include non-violence, truthfulness, non-stealing, non-excess, and non-possessiveness. Then you have the niyamas, which is your or our. I think that's what I was trying to say, but it was sorry. Which is your to-do list. So these are things that you want to do, and there are 5 of each. So that'll probably be the next series. It'll be 5 yamas, 5 niyamas. I like to think of them like the 10 commandments of yoga. However, they're not. For me, the 10 commandments seem so strict, and you gotta do it. You're going to hell, and that's it. Yeah. Whereas the yamas and niyamas are more guidelines. I feel like yoga understands the human experience, and that it's not going to always be this like perfect thing where I'm just never going to judge a thing in my life, and I'm never going to judge or never going to be violent with myself or have a violent thought, or I'm never going to lie. It's just like, well, if you don't lie, then more good will come out of it. So like, try not to lie so much, or you know what I mean? Because you're lying. You're still not speaking the truth, which then blocks your chakras, and it can hurt people.
So if somebody is wearing an outfit and you know the outfit's ugly, you're gonna say
because that's your truth. Yes,
no.
Your outfit's ugly. like it. What? It doesn't.
Even though they feel beautiful.
If they feel beautiful, that's fine. But
Oh, my
I don't I don't like your outfit. That's it. And it doesn't mean I don't like you. It doesn't mean that you don't like your outfit. You love your outfit. It's cool. I don't personally like it. So why it could be violent and harmful to that person is because that outfit could look a hot mess. And they could go out and look a hot mess.
But aren't you putting your own personal judgment?
You are,
and
and like
that makes them feel bad.
so
Sorry,
that's up
I'm
to you.
sorry. It doesn't have to be discussed.
It's up to you. No. So my best friend, I'll tell her, I don't like that outfit. I've learned that from a friend in college who used to be like, you're wearing that? No, you need to change it. Like it's not
Well, best friends are different.
right. Well, but still, I'll tell her like, hey, best friend, I don't like the outfit. And guess what? She's like, well, I like it and I'm still going out with it. And you have that choice. But if I'm asking your opinion because I don't know if I love this outfit, and you're like, yeah, no, I don't like the outfit, then I'm not wearing it because it's not cute.
Okay. Both
And
need to be in the same space.
Yeah, it's helpful, like to, because you might have they might trust your sense of fashion. They want to know the truth, and you're like, yeah, I love it, and you hate it, and you just lie to that person. She's like, oh, Amy thinks I'm this, and you know what I mean.
I feel better.
But if
They know they're feeling themselves and like.
But I mean, if they ask in that way, but then like if you like it, I love it.
All right, I'm gonna embrace it instead of fight it. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, the truth is hard. The truth is hard. Period.
Right.
We'll talk about it more now, but it's hard. Period. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah,
you
I'm
know,
a truth teller. I believe in the truth,
but only
I think white lies serve a purpose. But I mean,
in your life. And
yeah,
you know,
I
it's
feel
one
pretty helpful. I don't know. I'll have to look at that.
right.
Yeah.
Because you can tell a kid like, oh yeah, babies come from storks, and then they find out
Oh no.
that they
Truth teller
don't,
on
and
that
then
shit.
you know.
Yeah, no, I'm a truth.
But that's how like little white lies can turn into different stuff.
So you don't believe in telling kids that Santa is real?
If they're my kids,
Well, okay, somebody else's kid.
I'm not there to do that. I'm not gonna kill their dream. But if they're my kids,
Oh,
and I gotta be Santa, I'm being Santa.
give credit.
I'm getting credit. Yes, Santa is mommy. I'll dress up and all of that. And they'll believe Santa's real, but Santa is also mommy.
I think that's what his mindset is.
Yeah, seriously. My parents, I feel like they did a good job because we did get gifts from Santa, but we also got gifts from them. And I know a lot of parents just do it all Santa.
Oh, no,
Not all
we did that
Santa.
too, yeah. We would say 3 or 5 gifts were from Santa. And the rest
Mhm.
were, yeah. Because it doesn't explain why, like, kids who don't have that much
Right.
don't get all the gifts that you get.
Exactly. And that's also how it could be harmful.
Mhm.
It's like I'm in school and everybody believes in Santa, but Santa's not coming to my house. Like they're coming. So there's seeing what I mean.
Certain things.
Right.
I still need to be sold, but that's okay.
Mhm.
I'm here to receive.
So it's a gentle truthness. You can gently like you don't be like, oh girl, that outfit's a hot mess. But you could be like, well, the shoes and the shirt are clashing a little bit. And just be truthful. Like they're clashing. If they're clashing, they're clashing. Like
Okay.
and you gotta accept if you ask me
Yeah.
for the truth,
Yeah.
you're asking me my
Somebody's
opinion.
asking, yeah, I suppose.
And there's it's a lot, do what you want. Like I said, this is take what you want.
Okay.
Mhm. All right. It's fine. So again, the niyamas are the things we want to do. So our asana or our poses that we do or practice is the third limb of yoga of the 8 limbs. And it's just one little piece of our yogic practice. Our breath practice or pranayama is the 4th limb. Excuse me. So again, these guidelines do not limit us from living life, but instead they start to open us up to life more and more fully. And they work with one another in practical ways that make it easy to do them. So ahisma or non-violence is the first jewel of the foundations. Is the foundations to the other guidelines. So it's first for a reason. It's the first in the whole entire thing, because if you don't do this, you're gonna fail in all the other things. So it is a stance of right relationship with others and ourselves. That is neither self-sacrificial, so you're not giving up yourself for everybody else to, but it's also not putting yourself above everyone else where you're the only one. It guides us to live together, share the goods, and do what we want without causing pain to ourselves or others. So people think about nonviolence. What do you think about?
Physical violence, but also there's other types of violence, emotional.
Right. So nonviolence, you're probably inadvertently thinking about, like, yes, physical violence to a person.
Harming the environment.
Right.
Right.
But you also can have a violent state of mind. And racism. Yeah, that's a very violent state of mind. So the most important ethical precept is nonviolence. So how do we practice nonviolence when it's around us and everywhere we go? Like, we have conversations with ourselves that aren't great. We sometimes treat people in ways that aren't great. And it, can be a difficult concept to turn around. Our thoughts, again, is like a big thing where we're not kind to ourselves, we're not loving, and that creates a violent state of internal stuff. So you want to kind of start small in little ways to recognize first that you're being violent with yourself and possibly others around you. And then try to figure out little ways that you can then have a right relationship with yourself and others. Another way to contemplate nonviolence is to think of it as kindness. How can you incorporate more kindness into your life? The nagging little voice that criticizes or says that you're doing a pose incorrectly, or you're not keeping up, and this is how it shows up in your yoga class. Or you're not enough, you're not good enough. That's violent on your mat when you're supposed to be, and you're like, doing it wrong, stupid.
Right.
No, you're not calming down your mind. Talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to.
Competitiveness fall under that?
Yeah, it can.
Okay.
It can, because
That's the way you frame it. Okay.
right, and like how you act after you lose.
Yeah.
Because I won and I'm excited, and you're like, oh, you throw your like. That's violent. Yeah, you know your thing is like, yeah, it's just gross. Yeah, no longer a fun, peaceful thing. And that's what yourself too, because you're beating yourself up as well. Dang, I should have won. I should have. Yeah. So there goes the fun and the enjoyment for you and the other person. So you're it's a double. So where am I at? So working, because it does take work to again change your just innate self, the thing that you've been doing for however long you've been here. So to change that voice to one of kindness, so instead of negative self-talk, we'll be positive with our self-talk. We're accepting, we're compassionate with ourselves, we are patient and loving, and that is the practice of ahisma or nonviolence. The daily practice of ahisma involves using that self-awareness and pausing to listen when the negative internal voice speaks up, and without judging, start to just breathe and start to quiet the mind so as to quiet the voice, thereby finding kindness, compassion, patience, and self-love. By cultivating nonviolence within, we're much better equipped to practice nonviolence off our yoga mats and out into the world. Question?
Some as you're speaking, I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. I just wanted to make sure that everything makes sense here.
And I'm not crying, I have sunscreen.
Oh,
So
I hate that. Sunscreen. Do you have the spray or just the?
I had face stuff that's supposed not hit my face. I took a shower, so it's funky, and so
Okay.
it's just.
Gotcha.
Mhm. Just.
Oh, nice. Cry. All right, so we're gonna do a meditation. It's about 7 minutes. We're actually going to incorporate mantra and mudra, which is the hand thing, into the meditation. So the meditation is Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. And it means, may all beings everywhere be happy, healthy, and free. May I do my part in helping to make it so. So mantra or the repeating of a phrase helps to focus. So if we're singing, we're focused on singing or chanting, we're not. So the mantra can be said aloud repeatedly, or it can be said to self. And the mudra we're doing is Padma or Lotus Mudra. So you basically put the palm or the sides of your fingers together as your pinkies open, spread your fingers apart in the gesture of a lotus. So it's supposed to be like a lotus flower. It says, draw inspiration from the purity and preservation of the lotus flower, floating above the muddy waters of desire, fear, and attachment, the feeling that causes us to lash out at ourselves or others. Now, you connect to the I was just connected to the Wi-Fi. Something. Oh. 676. Sorry, Shannon. Give me 1 second. Personal hotspot. All right, so we're gonna come into the Lotus Mudra at our heart. And just begin to breathe. Inhaling in, coming into this present moment. We've arrived on our mat. We're ready to practice. Moving with non-violence. Noticing the breath. Noticing our bodies on our mat. Begin to chant aloud or to yourself. Samasta Sukino Bhavantu Loka Samasta. Continue with the breath. Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukino Bhavantu Loka Samasta. Focus on your lotus flower. Floating in peace. Continue with the breath. Sukino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukino. So you breathing. If you need to drop your mudra, shake your wrist out, you can do that. And bring it back up into the chest. Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukino Bhavantu. Continue connecting to the breath. Samasta Sukino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukino Bhavantu Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. And bring your hands down to your knees. Slowly let your eyes open. Notice how you feel after that short meditation. All right. So again, come into a comfortable seat. Roll your shoulders back and down. We're gonna start with some seated body rolls. So inhale. Just move your body in a way feels good for you. Some circles. Inhale forward. Drop the chin down to the chest. Stretch it out to the back of the head. Take the right ear over to the right side, left ear, to the left side. Whatever your body needs right now. Roll shoulders, back, up, back, and down. Switch directions. And when you are ready, we're going to move to all fours. Get your blanket, put it under your knees. Our knees are going to come directly underneath our hips, and our wrists directly underneath our shoulders. Spread the fingers apart. Tops of the feet are flat on the mat. And we're going to inhale, drop the belly down, lift the hips forward. Exhale, rolling through that spine. Tuck that tailbone under, press away from your mat. Arch the back, bring the belly in towards the spine, drop the head down. Inhale, drop the belly all the way down towards your mat, filling up the belly with breath. Forward. Exhale, roll it through, drop the head down, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Inhale, drop the belly. Look forward, press away from the mat still. Lift those hips up. Exhale, roll through, drop the head, and the chin in towards the chest. And and you can begin to move at your breath pace. Inhale, drop that belly down. Allow it to fill up with air and expand. Exhale, allow the belly to deflate in towards your spine. And feel free to move off the path. You need to bump the hips towards the right and left. To drop the hips back towards your feet. Whatever you need right now. Just be with your body and be soft and gentle and kind to your body. And in every pose that we do today, let it be from a place of non-harming. Allow yourself to move in love with every pose and not force. I'm going to bring those big toes together. Take the knees out wide. Drop the hips back towards your heels. Melt your heart down. Walk the hands out for child's pose. Drop the head to the mat. Move your head a little side to side to activate that third eye or inner knowing. Breathe into the back of the body. Feel the heart to earth connection. You also want to be non-harming to the earth. You want to love the earth that supports us. I invite you to send the earth some love and kindness. Now come back to all fours. We're going to spread the fingers apart once again. This time we're going to tuck our toes under. Inhale it in, lift the hips up, coming to downward facing dog. Okay, turn those biceps in towards each other. And claw through the fingertips to support you in this pose. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling and drawing the heels down. So we have the opposition here. Hips are lifting and our heels are grounding. Drop the head in between the arms and we can pedal it out here. Breathe into the back of those thighs, those calves. Let's release any tension you're holding on here. And find a moment of stillness. Inhale to hand, come to look up, and exhale, walk it to the top of your mat. And you forward fold, bend the knees generously, let the belly hang. Hands come to hang, and you can rock a little side to side. Allow the tension to fall from the upper back, off the head into that. Let it go. Kind to ourselves, finding what feels good here. And we're going to ground into our feet. So lift your toes up and plant them firmly on the mat.
Going to drop our bottoms down towards your mat and inhale, root to rise, pressing up.
Meet me in mountain pose, hands come to the side. Open up the chest. We want to be loving to ourselves. Feel your grounding this present moment. Here. Be with every breath. Inhale, take your hands up. Exhale, fold it down.
Inhale, halfway lift. Press the hips back. Back comes to a flat back position, whatever that looks like for you. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, take the hands all the way up.
Slight bend in the back. Exhale, hinging at the hips, take it down again.
Inhale, halfway lift. Press those hips back. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, fold it down. And we're moving with love. Inhale, hands come up.
Exhale.
Take it down again. Inhale takes you up halfway.
Exhale, fold it down.
Inhale, hands come up and on your head. Slight bend in the back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Shake a little feet a little bit, stretch out. Exhale. Down. Inhale one more time, hands come all the way up. Okay. Reach up. Reach for the magic. The kindness that you deserve. Love and peace. Grab it in between your hands and bring it to your heart. Moment here. Connect to the breath. Remember to not be violent with ourselves. Be kind to ourselves with every movement, every thought. Now take the hands up and overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips and take it down. Gonna plant the palms now. Set the right foot back and the left foot. Plank pose. Draw back into the heels. Make the core feel the shake a little bit. And now shifts it forward. Exhale over to the belly. Untuck the toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Opening up through our heart space. The feet into the mat. Exhale, take it down. Tuck the toes. We're gonna press up to downward facing dog. Adjust your dog in whatever way you need. We're going to anchor through the left foot. We're going to inhale, slide the right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend that knee, inhale, take it towards the nose and plant that foot. Inhale, take the hands up, high lunge. Breathe here. We're going to pivot on that back foot, so the toes should be pointed towards the upper left-hand corner of your mat. We're hitting a warrior one. Take a breath here. So in Sanskrit, warrior one or Vira Bharata
told you my Sanskrit's not great. But it means warrior. Vira means warrior, and Badaraka means with great virtue. So as we stand in warrior one, feel the strength and grace of the warrior. Bring forth your warrior energy towards the virtues of non-violence. Become a warrior for peace, for kindness, for not harming yourself or others and the world around you. Breathe. We're going to inhale, bend our elbows and open up to our heart space. If you can, just take a slight back bend. Bring the hands in to Lotus Mudra again. Now we're going to take our tummy down towards our thigh. And we're going to interlace our fingers behind us and lift them up as we drop our chin towards our chest for humble warrior. Breathe here. We're going to release the fingers slightly, not violently, but softly down to the mat. We're going to pivot on that back foot again. Step the right foot back, plank pose. Inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, take it down. Untuck the toes. Hands come on the outside of the rib cage. Inhale, press you up. Baby cobra. Exhale, fold it down. All right, we're going to tuck our toes again. You can press up to plank or go straight to downward facing dog. So we're still on the right side. So we're going to anchor through that left foot. Inhale, three-legged dog. Bend the right knee. Bring it all the way up to the front of your mat. So we're down on the ground. Like that.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. All right, so you're gonna walk that front foot because we're entering pigeon. So you can take your bolster and bring it under your right hip if you'd like. Yeah. Find yourself a comfortable position in this pose. You need to walk your feet forward or back to you. We're gonna bring our hands behind our bodies to open up through our chest. Breathing. Pause and let your breath slow and feel your heart rate calm. We're going to slowly come out of pigeon. And put in, tuck the toes again. Fingers spread apart. I'm gonna press up and down. We're gonna do the same sequence on the left side. So anchor through that right foot. Inhale, take the left foot up. Exhale, bend that left knee and bring it up. Inhale, come to high lunge.
facing the right way.
But yeah, well, we're still in high lunge. It's all good. Hands come up. And we're going to pivot on that back foot. Yes, the right toes are facing the right side of your mat. Front knee is bent. Again, adjust your body in whatever ways you need to be comfortable in this warrior pose. Deep breaths in. Feeling that warrior spirit for peace and kindness. And take the fingers to be interlaced behind you. We're going to bring our belly down towards that front thigh. Lift those back arms. Hands come up towards the ceiling. Tuck the chin. Release the fingers gently. Hands come down to the mat. Step the right foot back, left foot back. Plank pose. Lower down. Untuck those toes. Inhale, press up. Exhale. Back down. Tuck the toes. You can press up to plank or straight to down facing dog. Yoga's choice. Look it out here. You're ready again. Ground through the right foot. Inhale, slide the left foot up for three-legged dog. Bend that left knee, bring it to the front of your mat. Oh, nope, I messed up. We're supposed to be on the ground, pigeon. So we're sliding it up, yep. Walk that foot wherever feels good to you. Then you can bring that right underneath that hip. Once you're there, slide those hands back behind the body, opening up your chest. Slow the breath to calm the heart rate. All right, we're going to come out of pigeon onto all fours. Now is your time. Giving you something new. So we're going to ask you to think of a pose that you love to do and do it for 5 breaths. So this can be child's pose. It can be Shavasana. It can be Warrior 2. It can be Tadasana or mountain pose, sorry. I'm working on my Sanskrit. But any pose, I'm going to pick child's pose. We're doing this for 5 breaths here. And when you're done your 5 breaths, swing the legs around or wherever you are. We come to a seat. We're gonna bring our left leg in. Left foot comes to the inside of the right thigh. I'm gonna inhale, take the hands up and overhead. I'm gonna exhale, reach up and hinging at the hips, reach for that right foot, or ankle, or calf. For a single leg, get the forward fold. Be here for 5 breaths. When you're ready, slowly come up. Switch legs. Left leg out, right leg comes in. Inhale, hands come up, reach up. Exhale, reach towards the left foot. Actually kick that right leg out again. All right, so right leg goes out. We're going to bring the right hand to your left knee. Left hand comes behind you. And we're going to do a side twist. So look over the left shoulder. Breathe into the belly. I'm going to inhale, lift the left hand up and overhead. And exhale as you reach towards your right foot. Yeah, just take it. Yeah, you're doing it right. That's fine. Breathe here. Exhale, take it down. So as we enter this next pose, can you do it peacefully? And as we try this pose, know that let's try poses all around the world. All right, so we're gonna inhale, come up. Left hand is down. We're gonna come up onto this knee. This left
Direction.
You're gonna press up, and the right hand is gonna come up and over. Oh wow.
Exhale, down. To the other side again.
That was the only one getting hot.
Yeah, but I've been sweating from my hands, it's sweaty, so this is nice for the.
Gotcha. Alright, so right foot comes in, left foot goes out. Left hand comes right knee. Right hand comes behind, look over that right shoulder. Breathe into that belly. Inhale, take the left hand up. No, right hand up. And reach over to the, oh, yes. Right hand comes over towards your left foot, reaching up and overhead. Exhale, plant the left hand down behind you. Inhale, come up on to that bent knee. Or yeah, right hand.
Okay.
Right hand, we're gonna come up onto that bent knee. Left foot comes out. Inhale, left hand comes up and over. Find the peace and the ease. Exhale, take it down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Come into a bound ankle. Give your feet a little massage here. Give them some gratitude. Be kind to them. Hands to the outside of the knees. Knees together, feet on the ground floor. We're taking it all the way down. Once you get on your back, you're gonna inhale, bring the feet towards the ceiling. The toes in towards the page. Flexing. Hands can come on either side of your grounding. Inhale, drop both feet over towards the left side of your back. Gaze can go over towards the right.
Bring the knees up towards the chest. And drop the legs onto the other side. Pull out. Inhale, bring it back to center. Bring your feet down to the mat. Take the right leg out and the left leg. We are moving into the Shavasana portion of our practice. So get comfy, the bolster under your legs, lock anywhere. Wherever you need. Get to your comfortable position. Allow the weight of your body to relax into your mat. Let's come on either side of you, palms facing down for grounding. Allow the breath to be normal. Allow yourself to just be Ready to begin to slowly come back onto your mat. Wiggle your fingers, toes. Let's move your arms, legs. Then you can roll over to one side of your mat in the fetal position. And nourishment. With you off